by Alicia Adams, runs until June 5th and features theater, music, dance, literature, culinary, visual arts, and more. Visit the festival website, kennedycenter.org/Ireland100 for the complete festival lineup. And without further ado, please welcome tonight's Millennium stage performance of the husband and wife duo who are an integral part of the Boston's vibrant Irish music and neo-Celtic acoustic scene. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt and Shannon Heaton.
Hi, folks. We're so glad to be visiting here from Boston for the weekend. Nice Irish weather for you. Now we're going to start off with a big ballad, and I've got to give you a little heads up about this. You know, these big ballads, they have a lot of characters and they have a lot of activity. So I'll just kind of give you the heads up. It's about a girl who meets this guy, and the guy says to her, "Why don't you come away with me? And while you're at it, why don't you bring some of your father's gold and your mother's best horses?"
It's a bad sign.
Well, she makes the decision to go along with him. It turns out to not be so great. She gets out of the trouble, and she's so embarrassed that she's made this decision to go away that she doesn't want her father to know. So upon coming back to her father's castle, she enlists the help of her parrot. That's right.
Always handy. It's
Her
good to have a
parrot.
parrot on your side.
So her parrot provides the alibi, and that is the first song of the evening. So do enjoy. Thank you. A handsome knight from the north he came, a lovely maiden he spied, and he promised to take her into the hills and make her his bride. Make her his bride. Bring me some of your father's gold, some of your mother's fee, and the two best horses from your yard. Oh, bring them straight to me. Bring them straight to me. So she rode away on her milk-white steed, he on the dappled gray. And they rode till they came to the cruel salt sea, 3 hours before the day, 3 hours before the day. 6 pretty maidens I've drowned here before, the 7th you shall be. Come down, my pretty fair maid, give that gold to me, and give me your clothes, they are much too fine to rot in the cruel salt sea, to rot in the cruel salt sea. The maiden thought quickly, sweetly she said, turn your face to the tree, for it's not fit that a villainous man like you a naked lady should see, a naked lady should see. So as he turned himself around, turning his face to the tree, she grabbed his middle and flung him down, way down in the cruel salt sea, way down in the cruel salt sea. If 6 pretty maidens you've drowned here before, the 7th has drowned thee. Oh, the 7th has drowned thee. Swiftly she rode to her father's own door, reached it before the day. Her parent from up in his window so high said, "You've been so long away, you've been so long away." Her father from up in his bedroom so high called to the parent below, "What's the matter with you, my pretty Polly? Tell me so I shall know. Tell me so I shall know." "Hush," said the maiden, "say not a word, tell no tales of me. Oh, master, there came an old cat on my cage to take my sweet life from me. But the winds from the sea scare the kitty away. Good luck from the cruel salt sea. Good luck from the cruel salt sea." Thank you. If you're tuning in via live stream, you didn't get to see that we had some really remarkable dancing going on during that as well. That really, this music is for all of us. A lot of people play Irish music on many different levels, and, dancing on the kitchen table or in the aisles is a part of it too. So we're going to carry on with a beautiful ballad that is well-traveled. It started out in the British Isles and in Ireland, traveled down to North Carolina and back again. And this is a version along the way that Carl Sandburg collected in his American Songbag collection. It's a beautiful traditional ballad called The Lovers Lament. And it has one of the nicest lines, "Hush, my love, you'll break my heart. Don't let me hear you cry." I think that's very poignant, not just don't let me see you cry, but don't let me hear you cry, because that's pretty much the most heartbreaking sound, to hear somebody cry. So The Lovers Lament.
My dearest dear, the time draws near when you and I must part. Little do you know the grief or woe of my poor troubled heart. My love, you are some turtle dove that flies from tree to tree, a mourning for its own true love, as I mourn for thee. Oh, hush, my love, you break my heart, nor let me hear you cry. The dearest friends will have to part, so must you and I. Your cheeks are like some pink or rose that blooms in the month of June. Your lips are like some music sweet that sings this mournful tune. Oh, hush, my love, you'll break my heart, nor let me hear you cry. The dearest friends will have to part, so must you and I. My love, you are some sailing ship that sails the raging main. If I prove false to you, my love, the raging seas will burn. I wish your heart were made of glass. All in it I'd behold your name in secret. I would write in letters of bright gold. Your name in secret I would write. Believe me when I say you are the one that I love best until my dying day. Hush, my love, you'll break my heart, nor let me hear you cry. The dearest friends will have to part, so must you and I. Oh, hush, my love, you'll break my heart, nor let me hear you cry. The dearest friends will have to part, so must you and I.
So that's Matt Heaton over there, who was on the guitar and is now switching to the Irish bouzouki.
The bouzouki! Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this instrument is the bouzouki came to Ireland from Greece originally. The bouzouki is a Greek instrument and has been since kind of reimagined slightly to suit some of the context that we play it in. But as I like to say, this is an Irish version of a Greek instrument that was built by a Scottish guy who lives in New Zealand.
There was a farmer's daughter, beautiful I'm told. Her parents died and they left her a fortune full of gold. She lived with her uncle, the cause of all her woe. Soon you'll hear this maiden fair caused his overthrow. Soon you'll hear this maiden fair caused his overthrow. Her uncle had a ploughboy Molly loved so well. In her uncle's garden tales of love would tell. There was a wealthy squire oft came her to see. Still she loved that ploughboy on the banks of sweet Dundee. And still she loved that ploughboy on the banks of sweet Dundee. Molly's uncle came to her one early summer's day. He knocked upon her bedroom door and unto her did say, "Rise, my pretty maiden, a lady you shall be, for the squire's waiting for you on the banks of sweet Dundee. The squire's waiting for you on the banks of sweet Dundee. A fig for all your squires, your lords and dukes likewise. My William's hand appears to me like diamonds in my eyes." Her uncle said to Molly, "Happy you never shall be, for I mean to banish William from the banks of sweet Dundee. I mean to banish William from the banks of sweet Dundee." Her uncle and the squire rode out one summer's day. "William is in favor," her uncle he did say, "so it is my intention to tie him to a tree, and I will send a press gang to the banks of sweet Dundee. Oh, I will send a press gang to the banks of sweet Dundee." The press gang came on Willie when he was all alone. He boldly fought for liberty, but there were 3 to 1. "Kill me now," says will he kill me now, says he. I'd rather die for Molly on the banks of sweet Dundee. So Williams died for Molly on the banks of sweet Dundee. One day as Molly walked along lamenting for her love, she met the wealthy squire in her uncle's grove. He threw his arms around her. "Be off with you," said she. "You killed the only man I love on the banks of sweet Dundee. You killed the only man I love on the banks of sweet Dundee." Oh, he threw his arms around her and tried to pin her down. 2 pistols and a sword she spied beneath his morning gown. So Molly took the pistols, the sword she used so free. She fired and shot the squire on the banks of sweet Dundee. She fired and shot the squire on the banks of sweet Dundee. Oh, her uncle overheard the noise and hastened to the grove, saying, "You have killed the squire, I'll give you your death wound." "Stand up," said lovely Molly, "undaunted I will be." The trigger drew, her uncle slew on the banks of sweet Dundee. The trigger drew, her uncle slew on the banks of sweet Dundee. Now a doctor he was called upon, a man of noted skill. Soon there came a lawyer to read her uncle's will. They willed his gold to Molly because she fought so free. And now she lives quite happily on the banks of sweet Dundee. Now she lives quite happily on the banks of sweet Dundee. Now she lives quite happily on the banks of sweet Dundee. Now she lives quite happily on the banks of sweet Dundee. Now she lives quite happily on the banks of sweet Dundee. Now she lives quite happily on the banks of sweet Dundee. Thanks so much. So we're going to play a composition of Turlough O'Carolan's now. And Turlough O'Carolan was an itinerant harpist. He traveled around Ireland during the Baroque era, 1685 to 1750. And the way that he got by was making these beautiful pieces of music for different people who would host him. So many of his compositions are called Planxty Irwin, a Planxty or an ode that he wrote for Lord Irwin when he stayed in Lord Irwin's beautiful castle. And this is one of the few that doesn't have an ode name. It's called Squire Wood's Lamentation on the Refusal of His Halfpence. That's a pretty big title.
It is a big title, and Squire Woods was William Woods, who was hired by the crown to mint money for the Irish, by the English government, and the Irish would not use his money. So if you had one of those coins, it was not gonna work out. And Shannon and I have differing opinions as to whether the title of this tune is kind of sarcastic and snarky, or if he actually felt sorry for the guy. So you can decide. If you listen to much traditional music, traditional Irish music, you may have noticed one theme, one theme among many, and that is, of course, the theme of dressing up in other people's clothing. There do seem to be a number of songs, we've had a couple already, where people, perhaps a man has gone off to sea and a woman decides to follow him dressed as a sailor. Or you have other songs where the sailor has come back and he decides to go in disguise to find out if his lady has been faithful to him. And I was thinking to myself, as we were researching songs for our latest CD, that surely with all this going on, there must be a song where both members of a couple dressed up at the same time and didn't recognize each other.
I assured Matt there must not be a song like that. And in fact, I was right.
That's true. Believe it or not, she was right. And there wasn't such a song, so I wrote one. And this is called Easy Come, Easy Go. Young Jack was a sailor, Rose his bride to be. Jack sailed on the Valiant, now 7 years at sea. Now he was returning, the day it was at hand. I wonder if my Rosie's been true upon the land. This thought begins to torture Jack, and so he makes a plan. A way to learn young Rose's heart, and if he's still her man. He puts on a curly wig, a dress of silk most fine. Says it's as a maiden, I'll learn of Rosie's mind. Easy come and easy go, false love is easy found. Easy come and easy go, true love sticks around. But Rosie, she was not the type to wait around and pine. She knew the Valiant's schedule, and it was right on time. She had doubts about old Jack, she knew what sailors do. So Rosie, she got straight to work and found a suit of blue. Easy come and easy go, false love is easy found. Easy come and easy go, true love sticks around. She wore a suit of soldier's clothes with a scarlet sash, her yellow hair beneath her hat, and a false mustache. She lit a pipe and poured an ale, and ready was her snare. When Jack the Lass came in the door, Lad Rose was in his chair. Rosie's eyes popped open wide, Jack's jaw hit the floor. To see a man inside the house, a woman at the door. They stood a while in silence, not knowing what to do. And at the same time both exclaimed, "Who the hell are you?" Easy come and easy go, false love is easy found. Easy come and easy go, true love sticks around. Rosie coughs and says to Jack, "I'm waiting for my mate." Jack offers a pretty smile, leaning on the gate. They stared at one another, and each looked pretty good. Said Rosie, "I'll buy you a drink," says Jack, "I think you should." Well, a few pints later, back at home, they were in each other's arms. Each still wore the other's clothes, but surely what's the harm? The moral of this story, very glad to tell, true love isn't only blind, but rather dumb as well. Easy come and easy go, false love is easy found. Easy come and easy go, true love sticks around. Easy come and easy go, false love is easy found. Easy come and easy go.
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 Easy come and go. Thanks so much. We're going to do a set of tunes now. Tunes are the ones without words, and songs are the ones with words in the Irish tradition. So we'll try a set of tunes for you. The first tune is called Leaving the Station, and we'll send it out to Matt's father and aunt, who made it here by train. We're so glad you made it, and glad that the station finally decided to cooperate with you. Thank you, Will. If you've ever traveled to Ireland, maybe you've had the good fortune to go to Connemara in the west. And in Connemara, there's great traditional unaccompanied singing. It's a very beautiful style of singing, oftentimes in the Irish language. And I just grew up listening to this music and loving this music. And I also had the fortune, when I was a kid, to spend some years listening to Thai traditional singing. I lived in the village of Suphanburi, and I met up with a great singer and multi-instrumentalist, Jilapon Lekpong. And she taught me a number of Thai songs when I was a kid. And really, Thai traditional singing and Irish traditional singing, you'll notice there are some similarities in the melismatic, the decorated approach to things. So I'll try for you in an Irish style a song that I learned when I was a kid called Monrak do Camtai, which means the enchanted flower of Camtai. And in this beautiful romantic ballad, there is a line, ความรักก็คือบุพา so love is like this พลิกดอกที่ตา it begins in the eyes แล้วมาบรรเบงที่ใจ and it blooms in the heartดอกคำไต้ครุนหอมละมุนช่วยกลิ่นละไม้โอลาโนเจ้าดอกคำใต้เจ้าหวานดอกไว้เหมือนคอยเตือนหายใจฝันหอมชวนหุ่นชื่นก่อนคืนครั้งหนึ่งสิ้นใจจนสุดรำพันโอลาโนเธออยู่เคียงฉันเกี่ยวก้อยคล้อยตามกันสวรรค์นั้นแนบบัญชามนรักรารินเปรียบดังนกน้อยบินเหินลอยไปสู่เวหาความรักก็คือบุพาพลิกดอกที่ตาแล้วมาบันเบ่งที่ใจสองเราสาวหนุ่มก็กุมแขนกิ้วนิดเดียวก็สุขเกินใครโอลาโนเจ้าดอกคำใต้อย่าบอกนะใครใครว่ารักเราได้สู่สวรรค์มนรักรารินเปรียบดังนกน้อยบินเหินลอยไปสู่เวหาความรักก็คือบุพาพลิกดอกที่ตาแล้วมาบันเบ่งที่ใจสองเราสาวหนุ่มก็กุมแขนกิ้วนิดเดียวก็สุขเกินใครโอลาโนเจ้าดอกคำใต้อย่าบอกนะใครใครว่ารักเราได้สู่สวรรค์Have you been, my dearest dear, these 7 long years or more? I've come to seek my former vows you promised me before. Hold your tongue of your former vows, they will breed sad strife. Hold your tongue of your former vows, for I have become a wife. For you I've scorned the crown of gold, the king's daughter also. Now I have come, for you my love, with me you must go. See you not yon 7 ships, the 8th brought me to land, with merchandise and mariners and wealth on every hand. So she has gone to her young son and kissed him cheek and chin, next to her sleeping husband, gone, done the same to him. She set her foot aboard the ship, it was rigged with silk and gold, but no mariners aboard the ship to sailor did she behold. They had not sailed away, away miles, but barely one. She began to weep and mourn, to think on her young son. Oh, they had not sailed away, away miles, but barely two, when she did spy his cloven hoof from its grey road sticking through. I said you'd see the lilies grow on the banks of Italy, but I'll let you see the fishes swim on the bottom of the sea. They had not sailed away, away miles, but barely three. Dismal grew his countenance, and raging grew the sea. As they turned around about, the taller he seemed to be, until the tops of that gallant ship no taller were than he. Oh, the clouds grew dark, and the winds blew loud, and the tears, they filled her eyes. So lonesome wailed the snow-white sprites on the heaving waves so high. He struck the topmast with his hand, and the foremast with his knee, and he broke that gallant ship in two, and he sank her in the sea. Oh, there are some creepy ballads in the Irish tradition. I would think that if you saw the title of that song, The Demon Lover, or The Demon and the Lady, it's called sometimes, you'd know to stay away. It's too bad you don't know the title when you're in the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A friend of ours once made a bumper sticker that said, "If you're in a folk song, don't go down by the river." Good advice.
Thanks, folks. Well, it's a real pleasure to be here to play some music with you here at the Kennedy Center, and hello to those watching the live stream. We're going to carry on with a song called The Golden Glove, and this is an amazing story about a girl who is supposed to marry the wealthy squire, but she falls in love with the farmer.
Wealthy squires don't make out too well in many of these songs, in fairness. She falls in love with a farmer who, for some reason, is supposed to give away the bride at the wedding. And she decides the only way that she can possibly make things work out between herself and the farmer is, you guessed it, dress up in somebody else's clothes. So she does. She goes out hunting, dressed as a man, meets up with the farmer, and turns out the farmer kind of likes her and her female guys as well. And she then comes up with the idea, she drops a glove. She has this golden glove, and she drops it and says, "Whoever finds the glove, I will marry."
And of course, the farmer shows up with the golden glove, and they live happily ever after. It's a rare traditional ballad where that works out. So hope you enjoy it. It's brief. It's of a young squire in Tamworth we hear. He courted an old woman's daughter so fair. All for to marry her it was his intent. Her friends and relations they'd given consent. Now a day was chosen for their wedding day, and a farmer was appointed to give her away. But as soon as the lady this farmer did spy, her heart was in flames, struck with love she did cry. And the thoughts of the farmer ran in her mind. A way for to have him she quickly did find. Deep is the lover's well, higher than heaven, darker than hell. Of courtship and marriage the poets do tell. Sweet is the water from the lover's well. She turned from the squire. All that she said was, maybe you should seek another instead. Waistcoat and breeches this young maid put on, and away she went hunting with her dog and her gun. Oft times she fired, but nothing she killed, until this young farmer came into the field. To talk with the farmer it was her intent. With her dog and gun then to meet him she went. "Oh, I thought you'd have been at a wedding," she lied. "No," said the farmer, "I'm in love with the bride." Deep is the lover's well, higher than heaven, darker than hell. Of courtship and marriage the poets do tell. Sweet is the water from the lover's well. The lady was pleased when she heard him so bold. She gave him a glove that was flowered with gold. He asked where she found it, and this she did tell: "I found it beside the lover's well." So the lady went home with her heart full of love. She gave out a notice that she'd lost her glove. "Whoever shall find it and bring it to me, whoever shall find it, my husband he'll be." And the farmer was pleased when he heard of the news. With a glove to the maiden this farmer he goes. Deep is the lover's well, higher than heaven, darker than hell. Of courtship and marriage the poets do tell. Sweet is the water from the lover's well. Now that you found me, the maiden she cried, "I'll grant you my love and I'll be your true bride." Now that I have you fast in my snare, I'll enjoy you forever, I vow and declare. Deep is the lover's well, higher than heaven, darker than hell, of courtship and marriage the poets do tell. Sweet is the water from the lover's well. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thanks very much. Well, it's really been so much fun to be here at the Kennedy Center. Thanks for everybody coming to see these Millennium Stage concerts. What a wonderful series you have. We have a wonderful town in Boston, but we don't have anything like this, so you're so very lucky. Let's give it up for this wonderful series of music.
And it's a great, great honor for us to be part of the Ireland 100 Festival. There's some just spectacular, spectacular stuff going on, as I'm sure you know. So we are thrilled to be a small part of it. We are going to play one more song, yeah?
That's right. We're going to finish off with some Irish tunes. Again, those are the ones without words. And an American song. Songs are the ones with words. And in fact, Boston, New York, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, and Chicago have very, very, very strong ties to Ireland. Indeed, Irish music would not be what it is and where it is today if it weren't for those cities. In particular, the city of Chicago, where many of this music was preserved in the early 1900s and then sent back to Ireland. So we Americans have a very proud tradition of being part of the advancement and continuation of the Irish living tradition. And it's been so much fun to share a bit of it with you this afternoon, this early evening. Wishing you safe home. And here is 900 Miles. If you get to Boston, look us up. We're Matt and Shannon Heaton.
That's Shannon. I'm Matt. And we have some CDs for sale at the back there, as well as a mailing list. And so we'd love to see you again. So 900 Miles.
Let's hear it once again from Matt Heaton on guitar.
And of course, Shannon Heaton on flute and vocals. Walking down a railroad track, I got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. If that train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home.
And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
I will pawn you my watch, and I'll pawn you my chain, pawn you my gold and diamond ring. If that train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home.
And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow.
Well, that train that I ride on is 100 coaches long. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. If that train runs right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home.
And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Lord, I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Thanks so much, everyone. Thanks for dancing. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Tomorrow, we have Washington, D.C.'s Danny Burns Band playing for us. In addition to free Millennium stage programming, Ireland 100 offers free